Hey there YouTube, welcome to the ACH Automotive channel. Today we are working on our 2015 Jeep Cherokee Limited. The complaint is that the passenger side only blows cold air. Now I have taken a look at this. This is a video that's been on my agenda to make for quite some time. And I have the part, I just haven't had the chance to do it. Basically, what we're looking at here, we're going to use Alpha OBD and our OBD Link MX. I'm going to show you how I figured out how the sensor for the ear outlet was bad. There are four, in this Jeep, there are four thermistors. A thermistor is a resistor that changes value based on temperature, or it changes its resistance value based on temperature. And there are four of them. I'll pull up the schematic on the computer here shortly. Let me get my screen recorder going. Okay, so we'll set it for brand Jeep. The model is a Jeep Cherokee KL. Model year 2014 and newer, and the function is climate control, and we're going to connect to the climate control Morelli EP, and we're going to hit connect. It's going to warn you, go ahead and click OK, that's fine. Up at the top here it should say please wait, and it should connect. There we go, we're connected. So if we go to plotted data, and we need to start the car. Okay, so we've activated all the graphs, so we should start to see some movement here. Right now the heat is off. We're going to turn it on auto. And the passenger side does get heat. This is the caveat to it. It does get heat if you turn it all the way to the high position, which forces the blend door to either open or close. And so you can see, let's turn the fan down so that you can hear me. Where are we here? To right door, I think it's tab 2. Oops. Automatic temperature control. So you can see that these two sensors have requested that the temperature be set to, I believe it's 80 degrees. We're looking at these floor duct, floor duct left temperature sensor, panel duct right temperature sensor, and what we're looking to find is we're looking for something that's reading abnormally. And I believe, if I remember right from my initial diagnostics, like I said, this was a while ago that I diagnosed what was wrong in this, and I just haven't had the time to do anything. And with all the craziness going on in the world, I've been working from home, so this is a perfect time for me to make this video. And yeah, I believe it's the floor duct right temperature sensor that is the problem, because if you look at the floor duct left temperature sensor, is that the one? I thought it was the panel. I think it's the panel. I thought it was the panel one. I gotta find it. It's one of the right ones. Panel duct right temperature sensor. Let's see about getting this out there. There we go. That looks good. Cover my clips there. Just be careful. Go slow with it. There we go. Okay. So there is our HVAC control unit. That is now out of the way. We've disconnected it right there. Put that up to the side. And actually I forgot to, let me go grab a Phillips head screwdriver. Take our two screws out, and then I believe this bezel should pop off just like the control unit did. Again, just go very gently with it. We don't want to break anything. So, according to this, there's a clip here, and some clips here, and here that we've got to release. Looking at that diagram. So let me see, we can get one started over here. when I did the trailer control on my Ram, this bezel popped off pretty easily. I don't want to damage the dashboard or the bezel. Ooh, that's not what I want to do there. Okay, there we go. That side sounded like it unclipped. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and there'll be some wiring on it for the four-way sensor, four-way flashers. Need to get a slightly bigger tool in there, maybe. There we go. Again, take your time with this. You don't want to damage your dashboard or the bezel. There we go. Okay. There's one connector here for the four-ways, which comes out like that. There's your bezel off. Looks pretty good. I don't think we broke anything popping it off, so that's always a good thing. That in the back seat for now. Now let's take our Phillips head screwdriver. We should be able to take our display screen out here. Find a spot to put our screws. You know what? Let's move this over here. Put our screws up there. And there we go. I'm gonna probably just leave that there like that. And then we've got to see, I think the panel sensor is right there. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to get the camera down there. The sensor we are looking at is that guy right down there with the orange and blue wires. You see, I doubt I'll be able to get the camera down there. It's this guy right here that we're looking at. That's the right-hand panel temperature sensor. And to get it out, they say just use a trim stick and pop it out. And you'll see why in a minute here once I get it out. So let me see if I can get this out. Where'd my trim sticks go? There we go. It just pushes in. It's just a push. Getting your hand down there is fun though. This is your culprit right here, and it is very fun to get out. Honestly, getting the dashboard apart was easier than getting this out. You can see it's got little ears on it that make it grab into the plastic of the ear box, and getting the clip disconnected for the harness is rather difficult too. You kind of got to give it, I think it's Eric O that says give it the old reach around. This sensor is like 25 bucks from Amazon, but I've seen them up as high as 50. So I did order an OEM one. Supposedly it's supposed to be an OEM one. I tried to order it from East Coast Moparts and it was back ordered when I ordered it. So I ended up having to go on Amazon, and I found what is supposedly supposed to be an OEM unit. So hopefully that will work. What I did to get the harness off was I took this clip release tool. I don't remember who makes it, but part number 4460. I'll find it and put the Amazon affiliate link in the description. And what I did was I kind of reached around here through the side of it. You can see where my arm is through the vent area, and I just reached underneath, popped it up, and then through the hole right here, I took my other hand and I just gently tugged on the harness and it came right out. You don't want to put pressure on it because it's just small wires. There's not a lot of strength to them, so you do not want to break them, and they don't give you a heck of a lot of room to work there. So that's your harness, if you can see that right there. And then Chrysler says to take a trim stick and pull it out of that hole down there. Hopefully the camera picks up on it. Good luck with that. I couldn't get a trim stick down there. What I did ended up doing, where did my pliers go? Somewhere, oh, right here on my lap. I have a pair of Crescent RT24. I'll put the links to these guys in the description. These are awesome. Once I had the harness out, I just kind of went in there. I think it was right through the bottom. And I just grabbed it and I tugged it a little bit. You be careful because you'll slice up your hand. And then we'll just follow the reverse procedure. We'll just take the new sensor, which I've got to go get. It's on my desk. Push it in, connect the harness, put everything back together, and hopefully that corrects our problem. Got our new sensor. I'm going to stick this in. You can see again, it's got the fins on it. It's got a gasket on it. We're going to stick it in the hole here. It just pushes in with a nice seal. And then we've got to get our connector on it here. See if I can show you guys this. Reach from the side maybe. So it is keyed, so you can't plug it in backwards. There you go, lined it up. Boom. We are back in place. Now what we can do, I'm going to put some of this back together. I'm going to put the screen back in, and I am going to hook up the control unit for the HVAC system. I'm probably not going to put the bezel and stuff back on just because I want to make sure this works before I put it all back together. So just follow your reverse procedure. We can put our screen back, and I'm just going to tack it in with 2 screws for now just to hold it there. My screwdriver. If this works, we'll put it all back together. Just connect the harness for our HVAC module. There we go. I'm just going to let that sit there. Get my tablet back up and running here. There we go. Let's go reconnect our battery. There we go. Take down a terminal. Good. There we go. Get some mileage. Let's start her up. Grab our tablet here. Oh, my screen didn't come on. That's kind of weird, considering I didn't unplug it. Oh, there we go. Now it came on. Just sometimes it does come on slow for some reason. So open up alpha. Yep. Oops, can't have that. Can't have that music on. All right, same as before. We'll update that later. Let's connect. Yep, that's fine. Over here, we have put it on panel. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. Oh yeah, I got nice hot air coming out of there now. Perfect. All right, let's look at our plotted data. I think it was tab 2. Start scan. I still don't know. And this could be my naiveness from Alpha OBD here. Not sure why it's not. Why are we not? Doesn't look like it. Oh, you know what? I have an app. Hold on. Gotta activate the. Oh. I mean, I got warm air coming out of here now. I wasn't getting that before. Before, the only way I was getting warm air out of this side was to crank this all the way up to 80 or max or whatever it was. Let's see. Let's go back down to 67. Now you can see the requested temperature of the panel duct sensors are much closer than where they were before. And obviously you can see, well, obviously you can't see, but I can feel. Before, the only way we were getting hot air out of this side was to crank this all the way up to max or high. And now I'm getting nice hot air out of there all throughout the temperature ranges. And I should be able to get cold air if I go all the way down. And I do. Perfect. There we go. So my wife will be much happier now. Perfect. That's getting good temperature. And the values, based on what I can see, are much better. And screws back in our screen here. We are going to take our radio bezel, and let me see if I can do this holding you guys in one hand and plugging this in with another. There we go. Snap that into place. Slide your bezel on. Just gently push it into place. The clips will snap right into place. And then we have 2 screws down here. One started. Last but not least, we'll do the same thing with the HVAC module here. Plug it in and snap it in place. There we go. Just make sure everything comes up. Does, looks like it. Again, I really am just starting to learn Alpha OBD and some of these diagnostics applications, you know, so bear with me, but pretty confident I fixed this by replacing that $25 sensor. Don't know what the dealer would have wanted to do this. Let me shut this, let me lower this so you guys can hear me. I don't know what the dealer would have wanted to do this job. Took me maybe an hour, and that included me trying to figure out how to get the sensor out and get the dash apart and all that stuff. Total investment. I bought the service manuals. Those were like $200, but I've used those for other jobs on this truck or this Jeep. So, you know, buy the service manuals if you can, or have some kind of subscription if you're, you know, a shop. You know, arm yourself with some tools and learn how to use them, and it's not really that bad. So if you have a 2015 Jeep Cherokee or similar vehicle and you're only getting cold air on the passenger side, that was my symptom. First I went after the blend door because I thought maybe that was the problem. I had just changed the cabin air filter, so thought maybe there was something in there. Put alpha OBD on it, so the sensors were kind of not matching. You know, just did some basic troubleshooting. So if this helped you guys, let me know, leave me a comment if there's something else you want to see on the Jeep. We're getting some mileage on her. It's about 95K on it, so things I'm sure will start breaking soon, so we can do some more videos. Not that I want things to break, but great for troubleshooting, great for learning. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If something you want to see, leave me a comment. Any of the tools and the parts that I used, I'll put an Amazon affiliate link in the description for those. Helps the channel out. You know, I turn all that stuff back into parts and tools and things for the channel. So helps the channel out, doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost me anything. Much appreciated. You can also follow along on social media at achautomotive. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Again, if you like these videos, share them, thumbs up, and leave me a comment. And thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.